Welcome back to another Grand Arena video. This is Season 14, Week 1, Matchup 2. Today our opponent is Snowlord. Last week we had the opponent Romanus, who had very questionable mods, who we also beat handily. We are going to be doing something a bit different this time around. I will be going into a bit more of the defensive strategy that I employ each time I set my defense. If that's something you're interested in, just keep watching. Otherwise, I will be setting chapters in the YouTube video, so you can just skip ahead past that part if you're completely uninterested in watching a quick 5-minute segment of how I go about setting my defensive tunes. Our opponent only ended up attacking one team, which was our Grievous team, and he failed, and he just gave up on everything else. He just didn't even try. So we got that win for free. Now we're faced up against our opponent Snowlord, and he actually has a really good roster. So I don't think he's going to be struggling to find teams for this 3v3 because he just has a lot of geared up characters, which is bad news for me. So I am a bit more worried going into this battle than the previous one, but unlike the previous video, I'm going to go into a bit more detail of how I am going to set up my defense. So if we look at his Jedi, he doesn't have a very good Grandmaster Yoda, so 100% I will be putting Grievous as one of my defenses, and I'm obviously going to put my best defenses in front of the most important zones, so we're going to slap him in here. Okay, now if we take a look at his roster again, we'll notice that he does have a Malik, and if we look at his Malik, I mean, they're better mods than our previous opponents, but they're still not outstanding. It's nothing to be too scared of. Like, look, that's terrible speed for Darth Revan, but it's still a Darth Revan, and we need to respect that, especially since it's relict. And I have a feeling, I always have a feeling whenever I see Darth Revan that it's going to go on defense and it's going to ruin my day. So that means I have a few things that I cannot put on defense. Namely, Gas, the clones, Shaak Ti, and Padme. I want to reserve those people for offense. So I'm going to slap down a few more defensive people that will not interfere with that. So I'm going to put down these separatists. Let's take another look at his roster. Okay, so something that stands out to me is this Relic 7 Wampa, and I think he'd be kind of crazy to put that on defense because that would be a very good tool for soloing. That said, I don't really want to put any rebels down for defense because of that, because Wampa is very anti-rebel. However, I mean, I think I could solo any Gear 11 team of mine, but just to be safe, I'm not going to put down any rebels on defense. Okay, so I think this person might be fairly new, or he might have been in a weaker guild because his Darth Traya is very low stars, and no Zeta, which is screaming a big fat yes to me, because that means I can put down Geonosians and I can put down Mon Mothma without being punished for him. Okay, so I've counted up the number of pretty much usable characters that he has, and it's about 60. He has about 60 usable characters, which means 30 for offense, 30 for defense, which is pretty much exactly what you need. But as you get down to this lower threshold around here, we're getting into Nest solo territory. So I do want to keep Nest for solo opportunities because I do think that this battle could come down to the nitty-gritty with banners. And because banners are going to be very important in this battle, I want to make sure I'm keeping teams available for offense that have decent banner recovery. Okay. He doesn't have an outstanding fleet, which means I can actually go kind of light on my defensive fleet. That way I can get a lot of banners for offense. So because of what I said, them having weak ships, we are going to set a weaker defense up here. We might want to lure them into this zone because I think they're going to have a hard time beating that team. So we're going to take a look at some of our teams and think, well, which has bad banner recovery? We're going to use these guys because the banner recovery is not so pretty. Now it comes down to what teams can I give this guy to deal with, assuming he's able to get through that big wall, that are not gonna impair me when I go against his roster. So as a recap, I'm gonna go through my defense. We have these two guys because they're gonna have to use some really good teams to deal with them, namely maybe Darth Revan or Jedi Knight Revan, but the Jedi Knight Revan team isn't too good, so I'm really hoping that they get stuck here. Then they don't have any Traya or any real ideal means of dealing with these teams, so I'm hoping they'll get stuck on these, and then this is kind of just a whatever. And then these guys back here are pretty much just banner stealers. We have Newt, he's going to take some banners. These guys are deceivingly difficult to deal with. These guys will steal banners, and then whatever. I just had these guys left over. So I will see you guys tomorrow when I attack Snow Lord. So it's the next day, and my worst fears have been partially realized. So as we can see from here, we are going against Darth Revan. However, no Malik. And that's really good news for us because Malik would make this team a lot harder. So either he's put it on the back wall, in which case he's really trying to mess with me, or he's saving it for offense, which is what I imagine he's doing because Malik's a really good solo character. He did set his Grievous team, which I thought he would, and that's okay. So right now what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about using gas for this Grievous team and Padme for this Darth Revan team. And so I briefly went over their mods, and they're pretty slow. Darth Revan is the fastest on this team with 194 speed, so everyone on my Padme team should be able to outrun this Darth Revan team. So what's really important to remember is you need to have protection up when Bastilla Fallen takes her turn. That way she can't destroy you with the debuffs. So assuming I've got this all planned out right, let's just get right into this and battle. So this is definitely the battle I'm most worried about. I don't have a lot of experience with Darth Revan. I should be starting, and I think I'm just gonna start by shooting. No, I'm gonna start by kicking her. Okay, so this is gonna be the protection up we get, and then we're going to, I'll assist on Bastilla. Okay, that didn't go exactly as planned, but not too bad. We'll get some protection up. And now we just pray for the best. Okay, so this is not going too well, honestly. Let's get rid of Bastilla. Ooh, okay. So HK here is going to take a massive turn, so we need to hope we get a stun. We didn't. Man, this is really unlucky. It looks like we're going to have to do a cleanup. Okay, that came in clutch. Oh, come on. Actually, we're going to start working on Darth Revan now. Let's stun him. Oh, this is brutal. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to clean this up. Alright. So Darth Revan used his fear on that last turn, which is quite nice. That's going to be useful. So I'm going to take a second to think about what I'm going to use to clean this up, but it shouldn't be too hard. So I'm thinking about Luke with Han and Chewie. I'm also thinking about Jedi Knight Revan. I'm almost positive that Jedi Knight Revan should be able to do it, but then again, mine is gear 12. I really want to save gas for that Grievous team. That Grievous team definitely scares me. I'm praying that his back wall is garbage. Okay, we're gonna go for it with Jedi Knight Revan. I've made up my mind. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure I'm doing this against the right team. Alright, Jedi Knight Revan. Come on. So he just used his turn, so I think I should go first actually. Great. I'm gonna mark HK. I just want to get him gone as soon as possible. Gonna throw some foresight up. Oh man, that is rough. Jesus, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, I'm gonna pass this to him. Maybe I will. Oh, I can't because I marked. I might have misplayed this. I overestimated my Jedi. Thought they were stronger than they actually are. I'm gonna start going for Revan. Yeah, my Jedi just aren't strong enough. This has turned very sour very fast. I don't know if he had death mark on him. He did. Yeah, so I've lost this too. I may have to use gas on this, in which case I've just wasted another team. Good news is he did use fear. Okay, so let's think about Grievous for a second. For Grievous, the teams that I'm gonna have, we do have Shaak Ti, and Shaak Ti will do somewhat okay against him. And I want to save Rex for that. I think this team should do well against Darth Revan, so I am going to use my gas. I'm just running out of teams very quickly. This Darth Revan is proving to be more difficult than I thought it was. I told myself I wouldn't underestimate him, but I did right there. Thinking I could beat him with my Gear 12 characters. He was just way more healthy than I imagined he would be. Let's see if we can just minimize his health right now. Get the stun on H. Alright, you can't stun these guys, can you? Alright, so we're already going down, which is not fun. There we go. Got him. I don't care if you kill Ahsoka. It's a worthy sacrifice. Come on. Anakin, stand up. This weenie boy. I can't let HK be Annie. There we go. Okay. Terrible, terrible win. But you know what? That's what I get for playing dumb. Okay, we have a really bad bounty hunter team right here. A very strange mod choice. He didn't go for a second set. Very slow. Okay, so yeah, we need to beat this team just to get behind, to see what's behind it. And we're just gonna have to see what we can do with all of these teams, see what's the best way to get around these teams without using a lot. And I think I might use, let's see, I might use Jedi here with Bastilla. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this kind of cruddy Jedi team, but it should be alright because these bounty hunters don't look too good. My Ezra is modded decently, so I mean, neither of these guys have Zetas, but they are brutal. So let's go for Django first, see if we can get him out as fast as possible. Great, that was a perfect counter. Let's get an assist in here. Great. Okay, so this is going really well so far. Get maced with all those counterattacks. Okay, so right now we have full banners. Oh, okay, we still have full banners. Barely, but they're there. I want him to take his turn. Great. So now I think we should be able to beat him. Get that ability block. Come on, someone else take a turn. Wonderful. Okay, so we just got full banners. Great. So that was a good way to beat that team. Let's see what's back here. Nothing great. Actually, some really bad teams. This one is the scariest for sure. And banner wise, it would be better to take these two territories than to go after this one. So I think I'm gonna try to beat this territory and then beat the thing behind it. So for this, I have Shaak Ti and the clones. That's going to be a pretty rough battle, to be fair. I actually wasn't expecting him to put Magna Guard with this team. That makes things a bit more difficult because I am going to have to deal with that taunt since I don't have my Jedi. It honestly might change up how I go about this, but I'm thinking I should be okay. I'm really hoping, at least. My 5s is very thick. We're just going to go for it and hope for the best. If we can't beat this team, we're going to go and transition to that back territory that we just came from. We're going to taunt with 5s because he's really thick, like I said. And we're just going to try to prolong Rex's life for a bit. Let's give Rex some health back before Grievous's initial onslaught. Man, I really wish that would go away. We need Shaak Ti to dispel it. Alright. Dispel. Oh man, I was hoping he wouldn't do that. Okay, great. That's what we needed. Let's get Rex in here. Let's get rid of these stacks. We're going to taunt again, and we will call Shaak Ti for the offense up. And I'm not sure if we've had enough turns. Thing is, if we haven't had enough turns, this is going to be a waste. How much does this do? 25%. I think it's going to be safer just to do a few more turns and then have Rex go. So we're going to get some health back. Okay, that was not very nice. Let's see if we can get him out. Great. And Shaak Ti, I'm sorry about your sacrifice, but again, it was worthy, just like Ahsoka's. I'm upset with 5s here. He needs to join the party. There we go. And we're going to have to deal with Magna Guard, which is not going to be fun, just because he's going to keep taunting because we have a Dispel. But if we can get Rex another, there we go. And we can just put this on auto now. Okay, so I think I'm going to continue on, and I'm not doing great with banners, but he's also going to have trouble on my side. I would be very surprised if he can get through this, especially that he doesn't have his Darth Revan team, and his Jedi Knight Revan isn't looking too good. So I just had the idea, I was like, well, this guy isn't great with mods, so let's take a look at Kylo's mods. This poor Kylo, he's been given 2 Zetas, he's at gear 11, so he's a solid Kylo, but look at these mods. This poor guy. Alright, so let's take a look at his protection and health. I mean, I think we should be fine. We're going to use CLS here. I'm actually not going to use one of the preset squads. I'm going to use CLS with Han and Chewie because I need that damage output. So let's just do this. I'm going to stun Panda because he's a nasty boy. And then let's get around the taunt and kill him. Great. Let's stun him. Get some evasion. Let's get rid of this message. And we will... Let's stun Kylo for now. Just so maybe we won't have to deal with him for a bit. Great. And we're just really handling this team right now. Great. Alright, that was perfect. Good job. And there we go. We got Bronzium. Alright, I'm set for the Grand Arena season. Bronzium was my goal. That'll be it. This will be my last episode after I take out these Jawas. I forget which one of these guys is the one that I need to worry about. It's not him. It's this guy. Jawas Scavenger. He's holding some weird thing. Okay, so we're going to aim for Jawas Scavenger, because I think once we get him out, we should be in the clear. Yeah, let's just go for it. We'll go for a solo. If these Jawas beat my nest, then I'm going to be very disappointed in my nest, and I'm going to have a talk with her. Alright. Oh no, he's under stealth. That's not fun. Let's get rid of him. Leave me alone. Alright, so it looks like the bombs aren't doing too much to me. So that's good. And there we go. 55 banners. Can't complain. Let's take a look at his fleet. I should be able to beat it, but I'm hoping he set some of his bad ones. Okay, these guys don't look too good. But you honestly always have to be careful with the 3 Geonosian starfighters lined up like that, because they can whip out a lot of damage. So I'm going to throw Rex on my lineup. I'm going to use Anakin as a backup, because those exposes the AoE, that's pretty deadly. So I'm not going to underestimate this, since I do want every banner that I can get. I can't afford a loss on this fleet. Okay, normally these guys go pretty fast, so hopefully we can take Spy out with an this guy. Oh, what a weenie. I'm gonna do this in case. Okay. Ooh. Okay, he's dead. That's too bad. We will do this to get some more attacks on Spy. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have Anakin out front, because Anakin would have been destroyed. So let's call Anakin in now, and Spy should go. Bye-bye, Spy. And then it should be smooth sailing from here. I'd like to get, I really don't want him to die. Let's get him out of here. Beautiful job, Ahsoka. And if we can, I'm gonna do this. And okay. How many banners? 63, not great. I forget what the range is for fleet. I always forget what a good banner count is for fleets. So I think we've won, just because he's gonna have a really hard time getting through these, and you'll have a semi-hard time getting through these. So I think we've just cleared more zones than he's gonna clear, which will get us the win. But let's see if we can clean this up even more. So this, I don't think he has attacks out of turn. So Traya might be useful, but my Traya's weak. It might be, I might do something crazy here. Something like, let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna throw in ARC Trooper, C-3PO, and R2. You know, we'll make C-3PO the leader because he's been good to me so far. Alright, I have no idea what to expect with this. I'm actually going to call R2 to assist. Get that stun. Great. And then let's focus. Let's let the... Oh no, we're going to use our AoE here. Ooh, I didn't know they did counterattacks. I don't know First Order too well. Alright, so this guy should die any second. No, I'm gonna kill him in case Hux has some healing. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too knowledgeable about this team. I'm gonna get rid of First Order Officer because he looks weak. I'm gonna focus the fire on R2. And this looks like a win. I'd be very surprised if we didn't. There we go. Let's call ARC Trooper to assist now. And this is looking great. Let's get a stun. Great, we've won. So, a very strange team, but you do what you gotta do in 3v3s. That is the fun part of 3v3s. You never know what team you're gonna pull together to make something work. This team looks really weak, but I don't want to underestimate it because of the Spy and Count Dooku. You know, they're both very annoying to deal with. So I do have a few characters left that I can do things with. I have my Scoundrels. I'm not too sure who I want to use who I want to take out with Scoundrels. Maybe this team, honestly. But the shocks from him could be deadly for healing. This might be my better team with Scoundrels, but this is a thick team. My Scoundrels don't do a lot of damage. You know, what's life without a little bit of risk? We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so I think I figured out the teams I'm gonna use. So, I'm gonna tackle this Jin team first. And this is the lineup. Alright. Then we're gonna save these 3 guys for the other team. I already forget who the leader is. Old Ben. So let's just get this over with. This could go terribly. We'll see soon enough. So let's remove some turn meter on Cassian because that guy is a beast. He has a lot of debuffs. Let's isolate and we'll put some... Oh man, that was dumb. Okay. We need to get rid of Jin as fast as possible because she has a revive. One person I really need to work on is my Traya because she's only gear 8 right now, but she's still really good and has a lot of health and a lot of protection. I honestly have no idea how I modded her, probably for health and protection, but she deserves more from me. Let's do this. Let's do this. And boom. What? There we go. Alright, we'll taunt. That was useless. Shouldn't have done that. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. We should get the win here. Let's just put it on auto. I'm not going to be getting any banners back, so. Alright, so that's one ragtag team cleaned up. Now we're going to use a better team here. I'd like to get as many banners possible on this, and that's actually possible because of Thrawn. Let's fracture old Ben because his turn meter removal is nasty. And I don't think I'll kill him, but let's try. Oh, Chirrut. Sometimes my Chirrut can get out 60,000 damage, so that was a little weenie hit. I'm very upset with him. I'm gonna do this. Let's pass the turn over to him so we can try to get rid of Luke. Stop it. Okay, let's get that fracture ready. Go away, old Ben. And goodbye. What? Okay. Old Ben's lead is saving Luke right now. Let's get rid of him. Bye-bye, Luke. Let's do that. Put some tenacity up in case old Ben does take a turn. I'm hoping my Thrawn is fast enough. Yeah, I think my Thrawn's just gonna lap old Ben right now. I really hope so. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's do this. Oopsies. That's not good. So we're gonna have to pass a turn over to Chirrut to try to get his protection back up. Okay. So far not looking too bad. I'm hoping I can get some banners back on him. Not gonna look like it. Let's just get rid of him. Okay, so one less than full banners. I might get the full clear here, depending on how well my scoundrels perform. I have a lot of faith in these guys. I do have banner recovery, actually. I could use Qi'ra lead. I might do that. I might do Qi'ra, Queel, and IG, no. What's her name? L337. It's an idea. But yeah, I think that's going to be the safer way to go. We're going to do that. I did get the Zeta on Queel just recently. Where is he? So I will have that for next week. I'm looking forward to using that. So Queel right now can deal a decent amount of damage, but we'll get this. Actually, I'd really like to get a shock right there. Okay, stun works too. Let's kill him. Didn't get the kill. Great. L3 is doing exactly what she needs to. Let's get the taunt back up. Okay, let's pass some more turn meter. This should kill him. What? I'm very surprised it didn't kill him. Let's get taunt back up. And, oh, okay, he's taunting. Okay, I'm just praying that Spy doesn't delete L337. Okay, yeah, I'm really stuck behind this taunt. I need to get through it quickly. There we go. I have Mark 3 now, which is going to be useful. Great. And let's get a shock. No shock. Okay, so we are going to lose some banners here. But that's a full clear. I can't believe we got a full clear on my opponent. I'm very surprised, especially with the 3 losses against Darth Revan, or 3 attempts on Darth Revan. This really tripped me up. Word to the wise, do not underestimate bad mods, right? Even if your opponent has bad mods, a good character is a good character. I just looked at the bad mods and said, oh, this will be easy. One person I really need to work on at the moment is Jedi Knight Anakin. Right now he's gear 12, and every time I come across a Darth Revan, it's just my kryptonite, because I just don't have the team to deal with it, and it forces me to use my new gas. So I'm just in new territory, but I did full clear, which is great against my opponent. I think he'll have a really hard time full clearing. Doesn't look like he's had any attacks yet. Yeah, he's gonna have a really tough time full clearing me. I'd like to thank you all for watching and joining me on this adventure. Last time I got some flack because I didn't do the coined YouTube saying, which is make sure to slap that subscribe button and the like button and any other buttons that are there, and comment, give me any feedback that you think would be useful. I don't mind any feedback at all. But yeah, thank you all, and you can expect another video in 2 days.